Apple made $416 billion last year. Not from selling you a phone, well, not entirely, because here is what almost nobody realizes. The thing making Apple the most profit per rupee has nothing to do with hardware. Everyone thinks Apple is a phone company, and they're not wrong. 50% of Apple's revenue comes from the iPhone. $209 billion last year, just from iPhones. That's more than the entire GDP of many countries. So you would assume the iPhone is where Apple makes its real money. But here's the number that changes everything. Apple's hardware margin, what they actually keep after building a phone, is 36%. That sounds great until you see what they keep from services, 75%. And what I'm about to tell you will change how you look at every Apple product you own. Apple's services division made $109 billion in FY 2025. That's more than Netflix, Spotify, and Disney Plus combined. What's inside this services machine? The App Store, where Apple takes 15 to 30% of every purchase. Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, iCloud subscriptions, all recurring monthly income. AppleCare, that extended warranty plan they sell you at checkout. And then there's the deal most people never talk about. Google pays Apple $20 billion every single year just to be the default search engine on your iPhone. Apple collects $20 billion doing absolutely nothing except existing. But that's not even the clever part. Here's where it gets really interesting. Apple doesn't just sell products. Apple sells an ecosystem and then charges you rent to live inside it. Every iPhone Apple sells is not a one-time transaction. It's a lifetime subscription to Apple's world. Once you're in, iMessage, AirDrop, iCloud, the App Store, you almost never leave. Apple calls their loyal customers a base of 1.5 billion active devices worldwide. Wall Street calls it the most profitable captive audience in business history. And services revenue is growing at 14% per year, double the pace of iPhone sales. Apple is quietly becoming a software company that also happens to sell the world's most popular phone. So here's the full picture. Apple spent 40 years building the most recognizable hardware brand on Earth. But that hardware was always the setup, not the punchline. The punchline is $109 billion in high-margin software and services. Every time you pay for iCloud storage, buy an app, or stream Apple TV Plus, you are the revenue. The phone was the invitation. The ecosystem is the money. That's the real Apple money story. If this changed how you think about the brands you use every day, subscribe to The Money Story. New business secrets every single week.